Alright, in the north, Frostard, Guzman, and Scavenger in the south.
Yeah, very standard start with Master Archers and Scavenger.
We could see, how they called? Strikers, I guess, for fire at some point. They are fast and nice S counters as well.
Yeah, they are a very interesting unit ever since they have been changed now.
Looks like fire is for aggression. Oh. Power. Double power.
Okay, they are going for economy.
Yeah, both. Not sure if Frost would have the power to kick a greedy power well. Probably yes. Just spamming more Master Archers.
That's a good question.
Ooh.
Oh, that power well in his face.
Okay. I think the
Now
big lobster will be a problem.
Snabbel getting angry about that.
Okay, L counter.
Light Ray is super strong versus L units.
Yeah, but a lot of other units are dealing some damage here. Even getting more damage on his light blade here. M counter for Scavenger, which is kind of dead already. Okay, still having the L unit now using Sundering.
Yeah, that's gonna be really tough to defend.
The 100 energy, that was greedy. Could have been me. Okay, first squad of Sunstriders is down. And the second one got killed dazed. That was good focus. Problem is, will he get the Thunderer down in time? Yes. 2 units to go. Are we in eruption
Yeah, I
range
think
now?
he can defend it now, but
Yeah.
obviously he will have the...
Ooh.
Oh my god, the eruption.
Yeah,
he
the
got
eruption. Nice. Okay. This gives a big lead into the fire player.
Yeah, that's very good to see a fire player playing aggressively.
Yeah, he kind of must, I guess.
Yeah.
Now we see tier 2 build up for the fire player. Let me see. That is pure fire.
Now building up his power well in tier 2 for the enemy Snappel.
With tier
He
2
needs to
units, I think it's hard for Frost to defend.
Frost is a very good color to defend on tier 1.
Enforcer.
But he has an economy disadvantage, so over the long run Snappel should close this out. But yeah, you never know the way they play it out then.
Yeah, he has quite energy here for M counters. But in the end, I would say Enforcers are better Oh, okay. Hope so.
Ice Guardians are super strong.
Yeah. Ooh, nice glyph. Okay. Snacking away 2 units. But now a flyer. Well, there's a problem. Best he can do is, I guess, the Master Archers.
Yeah. The Drake is gonna be really hard to remove if he has a Ravage.
Yeah, even with Frostbite.
Enforcer responding.
But yeah, if he is holding up, at least, if he's doing some good trades, he can get back into the game, I guess. But yeah, he has a Ravage.
The thing is, he would usually need +1 power well.
Yeah.
The Frost player to slowly grind his way back.
But now with the
pressure
Fire
is
Dancer,
really high.
yeah, quite difficult to get in range for the Fire Dancer.
Enforcer here.
And the Master Archers are dealing so less damage. Okay, that's the first match.
Alright.
Awesome. So go to challenge and update your game. Not sure if we can watch another one. Cross is still having an open lobby. I guess he is waiting for his opponent as well. We can hop into his lobby and wait for a second. Maybe his opponent will show up. I think everyone else...
If you don't know how to update your score, I can also do it for you. You can just text me in game. Or in the stream.
That's the first match. Guess the rest of the people are already in the game.
Yeah, it seems like we had the fastest match here.
This is FK.
It was not. It's not that stupid to go +1 with Frost, Guzman, but yeah, it was right in his face. So usually you wanna have a little bit more time. And then fire is very strong in punishing wells. In using that lead.
Can't see if I can contact some people via Discord. We are having quite some people AFK. Yeah, it's not. See, at least online. Nope. And Maze is probably also not online. Yeah. Yeah. Also, we're not in Discord, so I guess our second round will be with less players. I guess while we are waiting for other people to finish the match, we can do another quiz round. Since there's nothing we can do, it would be so cool if you can join a PvP match post
While they are playing, right?
Yeah, that would be so cool. Like just catching up, or yeah, or like watching the game with 1 minute delay or so, just so it's fair. I don't know. Okay, let's do one quiz round. They're losing. No worries. All good. All good. And it was just the first match out of 8. You have still everything you need. Oh.
Yep, you can still win it. Oh, we have someone shown up. Werena.
Yeah, but that's not the correct person. Alright, let's do one round of quiz. I already forgot what my second quiz question was, but you people will figure it out. I'm pretty sure. So, let's see. From all my PvP matches in my database, which we figured out was a bit over 100 and 1100, how many cards were played in all replays? So not only by me, by everyone. Also opponent, also 2v2, rank and unranked, every match. You can send in your guesses with exclamation mark Q, then a space, and then the number.
That's a tough question.
Yeah, you have to type in a number and not 30k. So you can update it again. Itap. Oh, we're seeing big numbers and small numbers. It's a very tough question. I mean, some games just end after 3 cards. To dump for Twitch? No, itap. All fine. Just exclamation mark, Q, a space, and then the number. You don't need the name at the end. Name is... Yeah, exactly. It's actually pretty good that you train this quiz thing, since there will be the mega quiz in around 3 weeks, 4 weeks, which will work exactly the same. 5 more seconds. What was the base, Triggz, to decide your number?
I was guessing we had the last question with the PvP replays was like 1000. And then I was just guessing like 50 cards per game. Yeah.
That's a good estimate, I think. Let's see what the correct answer is. Oh, look at this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was good calculation. Very close.
I wanna give my prize to someone else, so...
Yeah, the prize is you can choose which booster I will open. So no
okay,
one will win anything. So you can say what colored booster I shall buy.
Let's go for Shadow Nature.
Shadow Nature. We are buying an army booster. And what could be a nice card from there? Forest Elder is nice. But we are playing PvP, so Nested Surprise is a good start for Shadow at least. Drones, Voidmaw, Bombers. Okay, as from a PvP perspective, I only see Nested Surprise here.
Yeah, and the Embalmers is good.
Yeah, in 2v2 or also in 1v1?
Also in 1v1 actually, you can play it.
With Phoenix then, or what is the strategy?
Yes. It gives you the ability to use corpses more efficiently, like Corpse Explosion and Phoenix too, yeah.
Yeah, it's quite cheap. It's more probably about the deck slot.
Okay, we have quite some no-shows, I see.
Yeah. So let's go back here, and
we
then...
should through the list, and then for round 2 it should all be cleaned up, I guess.
Yeah. So we are having our rule of 50 minutes, and this is now 50 minutes. We are now cleaning up. So Werena, we saw him, right? Yeah, he was in our group before.
Yep. His opponent did not show up.
But wasn't Cisco online before? Okay. I was confused. Maybe I switched up names.
We also have some results now. Yeah. Madvillainy and Ziggeeh. They both won.
Yeah, Melvin, we are waiting for all matches to end, but we now have to figure out who is not showing up. So I will do this now with the people. I will go over the matches which haven't ended, and we are checking if they are online. If no, I will set them on not showing up. So that was the first one. Forfeit. Yes. So itap gets the win. Next one would be Cisco, right? Yes, Cisco is not showing up. Yeah, still offline, so we will set him on forfeit for the moment. Everyone can still rejoin, so if they are jumping in later, I can reactivate them. But for the moment, the show must go on. So that one is done. Then SDS is offline. forfeit. Next one is online. That's good. Then we have a Jin is offline, and Sin Eater is offline as well. So both will get forfeit. We are missing Chief. He is offline as well. Okay, looks like our people are getting less and less.
Yeah, half of them are like offline.
And
But
7.
The good thing is we can still keep playing.
Yeah, and like I said, they can rejoin later. Okay, we are ready for round number 2. So check the brackets for your opponent. Maybe now we can have the match from Crossos, since we are already in the match with him, with Ziggeeh. We are just needing to switch the map. We are going now to Semi. Looks like he is already switching the map. Let me invite Ziggeeh. Oh, it's not my group. Alright.
So Ziggeeh won his previous match. He's warmed up already.
Yes. Looks like he is playing a nature deck.
Yeah, it looks like nature versus fire.
Mm-hmm. Maybe he wants to adjust his deck a bit for a perfect fire counter. Most people say fire has a disadvantage against nature in tier 1. But I think it's okay. Maybe because I played the Wrecker. But I think it's not too bad. What's your opinion?
The Wrecker is a really good card for fire versus nature. Because it has very high damage and high stats for 50 cost.
Mm-hmm.
And the most important aspect with the Wrecker is his ability.
Yeah.
When the nature player roots, then the fire player can use the ability and spawn undazed archers in the roots. Yeah, so it's a lot of pressure for the nature player. And I hate it, personally.
Yeah, and the annoying units of nature, most of them are M-sized, so an M counter is nice as well.
Yeah, you usually don't want to play more than one squad unit versus nature because of the threat of Hurricane.
Okay, game is starting up. On the left side, we have Crossos with a fire start and Ziggeeh with a shadow start. So you switch decks.
Yeah, not as expected. Shadow now.
Early well for Ziggeeh, while the fire player is going in the middle.
Fire player is going for the map control.
Is going
Instant
to
tier 2.
Into nature, okay. Twilight deck.
Dread chargers ready. Forsaken, obey.
Shadow going for a punish here. But keep in mind he pulled up a power well, so
He does not have the
also has
energy.
less. Yeah.
But at least he can pressure a lot. Big question is, what is the answer of Twilight? That's an M counter for the Dread Charger, which is an S counter, so...
So the longer Ziggeeh can keep this up, the more he's winning usually, because he has one more power well.
And there's the S counter, which tests takes less damage by archers, which is kind of a problem since M counter is archer for Shadow. Will he snipe them? Yes. Oh, and here's a hurricane. Like you said,
Yeah,
more than 2 squads.
disabling the archers for a bit, but if you don't have DPS on the field, you cannot remove them. You just buy some time. This is getting pretty close, actually.
The switch Forsaken, stealing a lot of damage. Oh, oink. Good choice. Just
That
waiting
was a
for
good
the
oink,
archers
yeah.
to die.
We are forsaken.
Looks like Ziggeeh has quite some energy left here. Could be enough if they get out of
Dread
days.
chargers. Break formation.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
is the
enough.
orb going down? Yeah.
Nice kick.
Sunstriders.
And now Ziggeeh is falling back a bit.
Now what is Crossos going to do? He's back to tier 1.
Dread chargers ready.
Good eruption.
Yeah, killing 2 units.
Pale riders.
The half-dead units are running over to... Okay, he got spotted. Sometimes you can sneak in a unit to damage a power well, and then after 5 minutes of dealing minimum damage, boom, power well down and no one noticed it.
Yeah, that's the funny thing with Battleforce. You can play with the blind spot of your enemy.
Ooh.
Wow, they survived very closely.
Okay, power well in the middle. Tier 2 is for Ziggeeh into Lost Souls.
And now they're even up on the economy.
Yeah.
But Cross is obviously the disadvantage now.
I think Ziggeeh has a bit of a tempo. Tier 2 as well, but like 30 seconds later.
Oh, there is a Reaver. And full aggression of Ziggeeh. That's the correct strategic choice here.
Not sure if he can
Because he
get
still
the
has-
damage before the orb goes up. Maybe an oink can save the orb. And... No oink! No, Skyfire Drake. Okay. Yeah, that Reaver is doing good work here. Still need something.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's something against the flyer.
Stormsinger ready.
The very dominant rush.
Yes, Days Stormsinger against the Drake. 2-hit kill. Wow.
Assassins waiting.
Trying to save the Drake.
Yeah, but now it's the army in your main base. You're behind a power well and a tier. That will be difficult. He has the correct ML counter here. Problem with life weaving.
Yeah, Ziggeeh keeping up the aggression.
And that's good.
And
Well, good fight here. Well fought? Well fought. Speaking English. Nice match. So let me check the bracket. Whoop-de-doop-de-doo. Where is my bracket? There it is. So that was a match from Ziggeeh. So we have 2 more matches. The one from itap and dantek. and
Yes.
Guzman and Ecthalmir. Yeah, I'm sorry with the names. I'm apologizing. They are probably in game, which is good. So we now have. Yeah.
Snabbel won his second game too, and madvillainy too.
Yeah, we can already check the standing for the moment. So
Yes.
this is now the standing. Ziggeeh is also the one with 2 wins as soon as he updates it. So these 3 are probably here in the first 2 matches. The ones to watch, I guess. Okay. Yeah, there's the notification for Ziggeeh. Let me refresh. Yeah, okay. Now, still itap is fighting. He could also get a double win in. Yeah, itap versus dantek. Yeah. Yeah, okay, but to be fair, Snappel got the win because someone forfeited, so it's not really a win, I guess, the second one.
Alright, yeah.
Okay, we can do another quiz round, I guess, since we are waiting here for the people to finish their matches. We do not want to pressure anyone and just ping them, hey, how long do you need? They shall take their time, and I can do one or another round of quiz questions. So for everyone in stream, let's go for quiz question number 3. The amount of played units. We had the amount of played cards before. If you remember, let me scroll up. That was your, you were the closest one.
56,000.
Yeah, 56,000 was the correct answer. And now we're looking for the amount of played units. So it should be a number lower than 56,000. You can send in your guess with exclamation mark and then the number exactly. The amount of units played in the in the PvP matches in my database. We had the 56,000 played cards, and now we're looking for how many units were there. What was your calculation here? Are you thinking about your play style and think like, okay, I'm playing around 80% units and 20% spells, or how did you came up with that number?
So it also depends on the color, but in general you use more units than spells in PvP. And that's why it already has to be higher than half of it, right?
That makes absolute sense, yeah. More than half makes sense.
I was guessing then 2/3. A little bit more than 2/3.
Okay, let's see what the correct answer is. So,
damn, that was good.
Yeah, well, very good estimate here. So congratulations, crazy cool Curm. Crazy. As before, you can choose a booster which I will open. What colored booster shall I take for you? Where do you see the promo cards? And which booster? fire, please. Alright. Do we smell a juggernaut? Burning... Oh, look at this. That is already a good PvP starter booster. Maybe not the Nomad, but I've seen people playing Nomad in PvP. Okay, not the Striker. Enforcer. Hey, we are getting quite a good one. Eruption.
It's a PvP booster.
Yeah. Okay. I also saw Sun Reaver like 3 times or so in PvP. But besides the Amber Striker, you could play the card in PvP. Probably not the Fire Crystal. You don't have the slot for this.
Yeah, the Amber Strike you sometimes see with very high defensive decks where you want to go tier 4.
And then use the lands or just the general damage of the attack.
Well, usually if you manage to get tier 4 and play only one Ember Strike, then it's already a lot of dominance. You usually should win the game.
Yeah.
99%. Yeah, regardless of using the spawn damage or just the ability.
Yeah, true.
But
normally,
the spawn damage is really strong. Yeah.
As soon as you see tier 4 units on the ground, it's kind of GG. I try to remember, was it a match against you where you played Worldbreaker Gun against me in PvP?
Oh yeah, I can remember, I think.
Yeah.
So, well, it is viable to some extent to play large tier 3 and sometimes even tier 4. Yeah. If you play Pure Frost and very, very defensive scaling decks, and you try to get a lot of power wells in, it can be viable, yeah.
Okay.
But it's not seen that often.
Yeah. Normally you don't have the slots for tier 4 in a 1v1 deck.
Yeah, people will start to notice, oh, you play defensive in tier 4, and then they will exploit your weakness in early game. And start to punish you aggressively, playing aggressively early.
But fun fact that match is also part of the trailer, I think. I think I used the footage in one of the official trailer or teaser or something.
Oh really? That's nice. Seeing you getting destroyed by Worldbreaker.
Well, you just see the Worldbreaker, but if you're familiar with the PvP maps, you will realize it's a PvP map and not a PvE map. Alright, we have the match from itap 1 in the meantime. So we are just waiting for one more match before we go to stage number 2. Let me just restart the thing here. Okay.
Yeah, Guzman is still playing as the last match. Then we can go round 3. We remember Guzman is a Frost player, so it might take a while.
Yeah, maybe both are playing Frost.
Yeah.
Have you seen the Legacy event in the calendar, in the event calendar already?
Not yet. What is it about?
Well, I will post it, I think, tomorrow, the link. It will be the next PvP event next month. We are playing on the Legacy server. That's the gist. We are playing a PvP tournament on the Legacy server, aka with the balance changes from 5 years ago, or even longer.
No way.
So,
that's crazy.
With broken strikers, with Forsakens who can be switched instantly. I think, was the Skyfire Drake an L counter back then? I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either.
Yeah, but in the end, it's the old balances, and there were so many wacky strategies you could use. And it's also the old maps. So the Uru map without the without the passage. So it's a dead end where the tier 2 is. So yeah, that will be interesting.
That would be fun, yeah.
Just trying to remember what. Yeah, and of course without the new Skylords Reborn cards, so no burning spears. So I think fire is quite the problem with L counter.
Although Lost Souls, the nasty surprise doesn't have a cap there.
Oh,
Yeah, so you can use Gregory Bomb and
to
one
wipe a
shot
base.
orbs and west.
Oh. Look, all the old strategy who no one uses and remembers because why will get now in handy.
Yeah. Battleforge is definitely in most balanced state it has ever been right now.
Have you played a bit against Shadow or played Shadow yourself with a new Altar of Nihil?
Yes, actually, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to leak, but
If you're
it's
not
been
sure, then
discussed-
don't.
It's been it's been discussed that it might be a little too strong.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very strong and dominant card because it allows you to spam units
Yeah,
and use all the charges, which are rarely used anyway in most matches.
true. Yeah.
Yeah,
I've seen.
defensively it's very strong.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Normally, you just have to burst defense, and then it's very cheap way.
Yes. Exactly.
I'm a bit sad that they changed Altar and not added a second Altar of Nihil, since the old one was also interesting in 2v2 PvP.
You're right. The old one was actually very strong, but also a little bit toxic.
Yes.
Because it's a strategy you don't want to play against.
Yeah.
Like opponent cutting your void power gains and then yeah. In combination with Void Storm.
It's also like playing against Church of Negation in PvP. It's so annoying.
We are not saying any names.
It's so annoying. I mean,
Winston.
I have the Fire Dancer, so a bit of counter, okay, but normally the people are playing Nether Warp, and then it's still the same problem.
Yeah. Generally, highly defensive strategies are the more toxic ones.
But most of them are on tier 3, so you just have to beat them on tier 1, I guess.
Yes. That's the thing. If the player who plays defensively doesn't have to take any risk when playing. He just pulls up power wells and the opponent is forced to pressure him and play clean. It's like a lot of mental pressure also, and that's why it's not a popular strategy to play very defensive.
I had a match against one of the gold players, not last stream, but the stream before, and it was a shadow player, and I totally know when he took the third power well, he is going for Harvester, and I know I had to pressure, but I screwed up. I did very bad trades.
The moment you know you have to attack and have to pressure, that's the moment where you feel the most mental pressure
Yeah.
and most often fuck up the attack then.
Looks like he's still in game. Which is probably a very interesting fight we're missing here.
Yeah. There might be some tier 4 going on.
Ooh. Enlightened Beterial.
Enlightenment is a valid card.
Yeah,
Or-
I've seen someone played Enlightenment into Earthshaker. I was so surprised, why is my whole base gone, huh?
It's very strong, yes, if you have very high power.
Yeah, of course. That's very expensive spell.
Yes.
I also saw some PvP people playing 2v2 with Void Return. Like Shrine of
Yes.
Memory.
It's not played in 1v1 anymore. Even though it can still be played. It's more viable in 2v2.
I was expecting to see the new Power Shrine in 1v1, since it's a tier 2 card, but I think it's just too expensive with 140. And
I
your
have
enemy
not
can use it as
seen
well.
That. Actually. Not seen yet.
I only saw it once in a 2v2 round.
Yeah, that's a good question. If it's might be. There's lots of cards and strategies not fully used to its potential yet.
Yeah, it's kind of like the old strikers. No one used them, then they realized they can generate energy, and then, oh, that's juicy.
Yes. Also, currently Slaver is really strong. Like the Twilight Slaver.
Yeah,
And he has always been like that.
yeah, but no one figured it out.
Now people started to realize it's very strong. Yeah. And that's a refreshing thing about Battleforge. Is you can find different ways and strategies
Absolutely.
to surprise people.
It's like every time I'm playing with my pure shadow deck against a nature player, and I play Befallen's Curse, and you cannot heal your units when they are befallen with that card. And
Yes.
I just played against like veteran players, and they were healing their units and were wondering why it's not working, because it's not meta. And I remember I played against a newer person, and he was telling me, "Oh, there's a bug, I cannot heal my units." I was thinking,
Yeah, and
nah.
you can even trick very high level PvP players with one stuff.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I don't think it's meta or a good thing to have this in the meta, but in the end, the card is always there. So maybe we have more hidden gems in the list of cards there.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, you might as well grab a drink.
Yeah, I think we
With
can do
Guzman.
like a 5-minute break. I will get also something to drink, and we are back in around 2 or 3 minutes. So see you around. Alright, I'm back. Looks like the match is over.
Yes, I'm here too.
Awesome, perfect timing. So, this is the new bracket. So which one shall we look at? What shall we stream? I think we did see Kronos. No, we saw Kronos, Ziggeeh, just the one before Snappel. Snappel and madvillainy sounds interesting. So
Yeah, I think so too. We could check in there.
Snappel, he has already opened the one. So let's join their match. madvillainy is already here. We are waiting for you.
Yes, coming.
Yeah, you're not in the third bracket since we are having an odd number of participants. So you have like a chill round now, sadly. I'm sorry. But we currently have, yeah, 9 people in the event. So not everyone getting a match.
Yeah, one guy always gets the free win.
Yeah, you can look at the stream and figure out a strategy against maybe madvillainy and Snap.
Good luck, everyone. We see fire and nature.
Ooh, even Emerson.
Yes.
I'm very scared when I see Emerson like taking over my unit.
It's very dangerous for the nature player to use that ability.
Why?
Because if you don't kill the unit that's been taken over, then the unit will be unbound.
Oh,
For the
okay.
opponent. And he will get his void power
Mm,
while the unit is still alive.
okay, makes sense. Does the ability cost? Oh, and there was the use.
There it is. So now you have to do something with it. If not, it's an advantage for the fire player.
I don't think he can kill it. There are just 2 Sunstriders. He might kill 1 squad of Sunstriders, but then he has the unbound unit. Yeah, he will get it back now.
Yes. So that was a losing trade for the nature player.
He is killing it now, so it was not too bad, but he invests the energy.
Yes.
How much? Ooh, erupting into 3 dryads.
That's really dangerous.
Yeah. No. Ooh.
Oh,
Okay.
we see no
Nah,
heal
that was
and they're gone.
a lucky move that he does not have the energy for the heal.
Yeah.
So for the moment, it's not too shabby for the fire player. He has the power advantage. And I guess the first battle is looking very good.
Looking very, very good for Snabbel now. Oh, he
Staying +1.
immediately goes +1 again. Trying to keep the advantage.
But undazed nature units, that's a pain.
Yeah, when we were very strong against squads because of their multi-shot. We see another takeover.
Yeah.
Sunstriders move out.
AKA, in this case, another unbound unit.
If madvillainy can keep the pressure going without losing any units, I was going to say, but yeah. If he can keep it up without losing units, he might be able to roll him over.
Looks like the Scavenger is doing a split attack at the base. Meantime, defending with some Scavenger and Sunstriders. So Scavenger arrived at the main base of the nature player.
Yeah, as long as Snabbel doesn't play any additional unit, he can actually ignore the scavenger in the base. Because
Yeah,
it
the
will die
Obel
from
would
the
do
orb.
enough damage.
Yeah.
But he summoned a unit, so maybe that was not too smart since he's now missing the energy in his defense.
Yeah, now Snabbel going aggressive.
Ooh, tier 2.
Oh, he decides the tier 2.
Yeah, and madvillainy going for the power well. So double fire. Defended, but what now? What now? Fire
I'd
dance is
say
very
it's
juicy.
It's actually fairly even right now. But now it's gonna be interesting if Matt can defend this.
Also responding.
How would you say the chances against a pure fire tier 2? Okay, he's now going tier 2 as well with Frost.
Okay, the Frost Orb might save him
Yeah,
because of the repair spells.
Fire dancer.
good point. But will it be up in time with fire? Probably not, no.
Oh, and that's a lot of damage.
Yeah, that's not in time.
It's not in time, yeah. That's an advantage for Snabbel now. Destroying the power and even going +2 now. Might be an
Split
Ultra
time.
Lord move.
We might be, it would be greedy.
Might be a little bit too greedy here.
Left side defended and is now going to attack the middle. But the fire dancer can cliff.
Enforcer here.
So he has to do something as the fire dancer. Okay, he uses attack squad. Poison. Yeah, okay, this is defended. Ooh, Siphons as counters.
Now madvillainy has to remove that pressure from him. The longer this goes on, the more he loses. He's forced to do good trades.
Yeah, but with the stone shard, he just deleted the very expensive Siphons. So that was already a good trade.
Yeah, that's crazy because the stone shards are good against beast units. And they are in general really good versus fire.
Yeah, M counter, beast units, they are... It was just surprised how good that worked.
They are monsters versus fire.
Oh, I just realized he's playing the Razor Shard Red, which is not free PvP deck, right?
I'm not sure actually.
Okay, he is...
But the red one is the more common one in PvP.
Spirit Hunter.
He's now starting a counter attack, which is probably not a bad idea to remove
it's
the
a
pressure
smart
from his
move.
orb. Oh, and he's summoning Siphons against. Okay, maybe not the best move.
We learned from it they are gonna get deleted
Yeah,
by the shards.
they might need a heal at some point, but will he kill
Snabbel
the
is even-
Skyfire?
Is he +3 right now? Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
he is +3.
+3. Okay, that
Oh, that eruption saved him.
yeah.
There is one lonely enforcer in the bottom right corner, totally forgotten. Oh no, he's not forgotten.
He
Yeah,
was
but-
resting
Waiting for the right moment.
to die.
Red one in the free PvP deck. Okay. Since I
Okay,
Never
Snabbel is
seen-
like... He is absolutely disrespecting madvillainy here.
And maybe he is playing tier 4.
Yeah.
So he had now the energy for a big push on tier 2, or he could go tier 3. I mean, even if he's not attacking with that big squad, there will be probably a lava field or something. Or
Yeah,
not.
you never know though in these games. If madvillainy can do some good trades, then the power wells might roll and die.
So the disco ball for healing. It's that's probably not part of the free PvP deck, right?
With the nature start, I think it is.
It is? It's such an expensive unit. But look at this lava field. Oh, the
Okay,
eruption.
yeah. He's just trying to use brute force here
Enforcer
to
responding.
defend. Because he's literally swimming in energy.
Yeah, but he will not save the power probably.
Yeah, as you can see, he still manages to kick it maybe.
Yeah, I think you can make it. Close, but probably. He's making some very good trades so far.
Oh,
come on, come on.
One hit. Oh,
Yeah,
there's the heal, okay.
safety heal.
But it's not gonna be enough probably.
Well, with that route, he can kill the rest of the units with his range units. He's a bit careful with the Gladiatrix, but she is an L counter, so it's not too much damage he can do with her. Just a nice heal later and it's fine. Ooh. Oh,
Ah, that was
only has saving
not
one
good
unit.
for Matt.
But, ooh, he plays Burrow. That could have been a good unit before with his push.
Though, yeah, Burrow is dangerous against fire because of Enforcer.
Yeah, but just Oink and two Burrows can probably do a lot of damage against a power wall. Looks like
Okay,
Snappel is starting a split attack.
Yeah, Snabbel is still +3, so he's probably sitting on like 300 energy right now.
Spirit Hunter.
Yeah, left power well, half HP. That is kind of done. Oh, Cobalt Trick.
Enforcer.
Okay, he's defending. Pulling back the shards.
Not enough to kill the S counters there with Ravage. Oh, we have another crystal field.
Disco ball, oh, he's keeping them alive.
Yeah. Ah, or not.
Spirit Hunter.
Close enough. Dazed Gladiatrix. Wow, she's not doing any damage.
I'm wondering if Snappel plays tier 3. Because
Well, he's
this
not.
would be...
Oh, there's.
Yeah,
yeah.
okay, there it is.
It's pure fire.
If Snappel didn't have tier 3, it might have been a problem for him to close the game.
So far, he didn't play too many cards, so maybe we see some interesting tier 3 units. Probably Juggernaut, obviously, if you're playing pure fire, but there
Yeah,
could be
there
more.
he is.
There it is. Yeah.
The big boy.
Rooted. Okay.
Now madvillainy going all in with the split attack.
Yeah, he kind of needs to. Oh, maybe he can kick the top orb there.
I think Snappel misses it right now.
Yeah, I think he's not noticing it. And in the end, he's just buying time with the Juggernaut, and
Oh,
Orb is
there it goes
down.
down.
Oh, he built a power well in the middle in the meantime. Yeah, he totally missed that. If he had time for a power well.
Okay, now he rebuilds.
Yeah. Just stacking CC on that Juggernaut. But not having enough damage, and tier 2 is down. And well, this is just kind of GG.
Enforcer.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how he wants to recover from this with tier 1 units. Yeah, this GG is called.
GG, that was a good game.
Yeah. Some back and forth again. So let me see the current bracket. We are still having only one match, that is Ziggeeh and itap. Oh, they just finished. So we just wait for Snappel to enter the win. And then we are already on the next one, which is Lajesh.
Lajesh is one of my personally favorite maps.
Ooh, okay.
I think it's very balanced. Yeah.
So, I think we haven't seen Werena. Can I invite? No, probably already opened the game. Already in the group. So I would go Werena and Ecthalmir. I'm so bad with names. Since I think we haven't seen them, let me invite you. Why am I not in the pool? Like we said before, we have an uneven number, so we have one person having a instant win, since there's no opponent for you, at least in this round. Next round you probably will have another one. So we are opening Lajesh. Lajesh. Whoops. You are in, and we are just needing here. Invite to group.
Okay, so we're gonna watch Ecthalmir
Yeah, and
versus
Werena.
Werena.
I think we haven't seen them on a stream, so I have no
Yes.
idea what they are doing.
It looks like two natures.
All good, Ziggeeh. The 2 minutes should not be a problem. You can also get something to drink and get ready for the match. You just saw what Snappel is playing. There was fire. Be prepared. Okay, first one is getting ready. We see some burrows on the icon.
Very nice. Deeply thinking about the counter pick.
So why is that your favorite map?
I think it offers a lot of opportunity for different strategies, and the travel paths are not too long, like in Uro.
I think they are pretty, kind of too short, if you ask me. If you take here a greedy power wall, you're kind of done.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Okay, instant wall build in the in the south, and power wells in the north.
Now that's some new stuff, instant wall build.
Yeah, it's not normally you see not building walls at all, kind of, since you are binding power, and you normally
And
want
a
to have
swift
units.
claws.
Oh, only rooting
Rooting
one.
down the other Swiftclaw.
Sadly. Yeah, only rooting one. Still need a unit here. Oh, that's a hurricane. It might
Yeah,
be enough.
Hurricane won't work on M unit.
Yeah. Okay, doing quick work on the rest of the power.
Weave wind and death.
And Werena is already preparing his wall with defense. In the meantime, another power well in the north.
Yeah, Ecthalmir just trying to gain more advantage now. Load.
I think you cannot do a wall push with nature tier 1.
Well, against with Hurricane you can throw archers from the wall,
That's true.
but yeah, you don't want to rush it. Ecthalmir has the advantage in the time, so why would he need to risk it?
Yeah. He is already building tier 2 with another nature orb. Maybe we see some burrowers using their ability against the wall.
So he's absolutely doing the right strategic decision to just take his time.
Yeah, no need to rush here.
Who calls the shaman?
Werena is more playing a PvE style of defense. But in PvP, the longer you are behind in power wells, the more problems you will have. So tier 2
Yes,
is
so at
up.
some point we're probably gonna see burrowers, and they activating their ability will just scramble those walls.
Maybe just double shot and then go in and probably finish your power well or orb. It's not taking something so far. Ooh,
There they
a
are.
misclick. So yeah, double burrows. Meantime, left side is also killing the scavenger, Swiftclaw.
Weave wind and death.
And there's the ability. 1 and 2. And there is a
They're
breach in the
just
wall.
Bidding on their opponent.
Ooh, that was smart.
Yes, nice route.
Getting the units from the wall. Oh, sadly into the paralyzation. Now probably a heal. Whoa!
Oh, that,
Oh, that hurts.
that hurts for Werena here.
Yeah. Now you could have played the Hurricane. That would be enough.
Yeah.
Take another power well.
At least just gonna reset, take his time now.
Yeah, healing up again. Waiting for some energy to come back.
Weavers.
If Werena had some towers,
Ooh.
it might be really difficult to punish that and win the game.
He's trying a counter attack on the left. Hurricane. Root. Very good counter. And another fight is starting on the right.
Bidding on the wall.
Left side units are gone. Now it's just cleaning up the burrs. Rooting them this time. Sadly, with the oink, they probably will get out. Oh, oh, oh.
Shaman.
Yes, so maybe Ecthalmir's thinking like, let's just go T3.
Yeah, it looks like he's running to the top left there. Oh, more
And
power
get out
wells,
the big
okay.
guns. He's going more power wells.
I guess more economy means more tier 3 units.
Yep.
I think. Not sure, maybe he has now enough energy as well, Werena, for tier 2 or power well grab on the left side.
Yeah, it's not protected by the wall though. So
Yeah, but sending out like 3 squads, kill the Swiftclaw, get a tier 2 or a power well.
Verena is definitely forced to do something. She's behind tremendously.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
she's
yeah.
super behind.
I mean, even if you look at the score, already 80 more use.
I'm not sure if it's a he or she, yeah.
Yeah,
But
that player. Yeah, tier 3 is going up on the top left. We have fire. Twilight on tier
hitting again.
3.
And going back.
Kiting out the archers.
Father
Now
Lord rising.
there's the big boys.
But with the root, smart. You have to use your units. Use your archers. No, don't run away. Okay. Okay, Fathom Lord and
Magma hurdles.
Magma
You
Hurlers.
see them way too rarely in PvP.
He's
I like
playing
them a lot.
towers. Oh,
Oh,
bit too late.
Yeah, he is.
yeah, I think the Magma Hurler are a bit too squishy with only 1000 HP.
Who calls the
Right.
shaman?
Oh, a Thunderstorm against tier 1 units.
That's gonna be the final push.
Yeah. He has the units around the power well and the orb now on the left, but it's kind of too late.
Going for the orb.
Might have the energy to rebuild, but it's just a matter of time here. Yeah, he is doing a rebuild, safety first, or trying his best, but Burrs are already killing the rest of the squad and also attacking the orb. Rogan for a damage buff.
There's GG being called out. And
Nice one.
yes.
Very
Nice
interesting
to see
match.
some absolutely bloody beginners in PvP. That's nice.
Yeah, that is the rookie tournament. So if you're thinking like, oh, they are playing bad, no, they're just starting to play PvP and it's totally okay. And when I remember my first PvP matches, I was starting with building a tower in my base. And then my opponent told me that's not the smartest move. And then I realized, I see.
Yeah, and some things you just learn by losing.
Yeah, by playing, by losing, and also by watching. I mean, I watch a lot of Toggy streams, and with the commentating, you realize, okay, you should check out the counters of your units. That makes sense. Or that was not good eruption because you're only killing one unit for 50 energy, but the eruption costs 75. That makes sense.
Yeah, with Toki you learned how to not use eruptions.
So, that was the first match. The other 3 matches are still running. I think, let's see, is there an open one? Twinson, well, nope.
Okay, it seems like there Still playing all, yeah.
So we cannot jump into a match. So let's do another quiz round, I guess, to pass the time. Quiz screen. I think I prepared 4 quiz questions. So we have 2 more to go.
Alright.
So, next quiz. I can't remember what I prepared there. Oh, Ziggeeh lost against Snabbel.
Snabbel is absolutely going ham today.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like he's gonna be a favorite.
So, quiz question number 3. Oh, we did 3 already. Sorry. No one saw that. Quiz question number 4. So, what was the most played unit and how often in all of these? What was it? 4,000? 40,000?
Good question. Gotta scroll up. 40,000. Yes.
Yeah. So we are looking for the amount and the unit itself. Keep in mind, I'm playing pure fire, and most replays, of course, are from me. So yeah.
That's a very tough question.
And Verena just messaged me, it's a she, so we are now knowing that.
Yes, I guess so.
Yeah, it makes sense, sorry, I'm bad with names. So, no one is standing in a guess yet. I'm confused. No one have an idea. We can also postpone the question and do it later again. If
We
people are all
thinking, I
fighting.
guess.
Okay, we sing Forsakens. Sunstriders. Nomads. More Sunstriders. 5 more seconds. And the time is up. In fact, I think no one had the correct answer.
Really?
Let me see what was the correct one. Yes, it was Enforcer.
Enforcer. Yes, because of you. You have a lot of replays, huh?
Yeah, that's what I said. Like, I did a lot of them, but I also picked out the second and third one. Let me see. I think Sunstriders were on the second place. Yeah,
Wow.
Sunstriders with 2,000, and on the third place is Eruption with 1.3 thousand.
That's interesting.
Yeah, quite a lot of cards. There are a lot of
The next. Sorry. Yeah. The next round is gonna be Uro, which is very interesting.
Mm-hmm. Market is correct.
Large.
Eruption is a spell. It's not a unit. I just wanted to tell the order of the played cards. So third card placed. The third place in played cards was Eruption. So now I have the correct sense. Yeah, you're right. The next one, Uro, big map. A changed map, like I said before, with the Legacy event. And I really like the change with the open space in the... Well, back in the days, in the Dead End, it was so cliff heavy.
Definitely. Uro is in a very good state now.
It's still a
And
map.
it's gonna be a long match probably.
So
you better
last...
tuck in your seatbelts.
So the last match has been played. We are now having a new match up. So which would you like to see?
I think... that's a good question.
Could go for Snappel or maybe Ziggeeh. Let me look at the standing. Who is currently at the top? It's Snappel, Ziggeeh, Guzman, and madvillainy.
Yeah, Ziggeeh, Guzman might be a good one, or Snabbel, Crossos.
Okay, let's go for Ziggeeh. And then we jump over to the other ones later. So invite Ziggeeh. And Guzman. There. Okay, and open Uru. Uru spectator. Are you more playing the base builder game on Uru with a lot of power wells, or are you more the person one power well and then aggression?
I am, as I usually play, I don't have tier 3. I like to play the quick game and not let my opponent have too many power wells. Yeah, I like to play aggressive and grind down the enemy slowly. Yeah,
with a lot of multi-attacking, I guess, with burrows and so on.
Yeah. Though this strategy that I'm playing is not very good on Uru. Uru is better for defensive players and players that want to scale to tier 3. That's why I said it's probably gonna be a longer match. It doesn't have to, but yeah.
Yeah, of course, depending on what the people are playing. Maybe they are even going for a tier 3 fight. Maybe they brought some towers.
Maybe, yeah. We haven't seen towers yet, so...
We saw very, very short,
We're
not finished building.
2 seconds.
Yeah. Is the game still running or not for long anymore since it's dying? No, the game is still running and it's running pretty strong. We're having a tournament today. You should, of course, join if you have time for the next tournament. Or maybe the Battle of Tactics. It's a PvE event if you're looking more for PvE challenge. Triggz, have you played in the Battle of Tactics 8?
No, I haven't played PvE in quite a while.
Okay.
I should check it out again.
Well, you have only tomorrow, today and tomorrow, then the event is already over.
I really like the stuff you do, the PvE events. It gives some additional challenges. But I remember always losing versus Radical. Even in PvE.
So frost start on the map is not too problematic since stuff is pretty close. Having a fast unit in the beginning.
Frost. So Shadow is generally considered having an advantage in tier 1 versus Frost because it's just stronger. The Nox troopers, the Dread Chargers.
Yeah, but attacking a Frost base is most of the time pretty problematic, even for Shadow, right?
Yes. So what you don't want to do versus Frost is attack Frost while they have one more power well than you. You usually don't want to go for punish because it's quite difficult.
So GP King, maybe just check in the Discord and ask there for help. There are always people around who can give advice how to install Skylar Reborn, and we also have a video on our YouTube channel how to install the game. Maybe that is helpful as well. There was double power well for both. No, +1 for Guzman. Maybe that was greedy. Do you have a link? Sadly, I'm streaming currently a PvP tournament. I cannot check it out, but I can post you the Skies Reborn main page, and there should be a link in the top right corner for the YouTube channel. And there you find the how to install Skies Reborn. Very nice cliff, only hitting down.
Yeah, that's a really good cliff. And with that, he will be able to defend.
Yeah, easily. No problem, GP.
Ziggeeh is not pulling up another well, but going tier 2 now.
With...
Staying -1.
Yeah, with again Lost Souls. I think with a Dancer, with additional damage against S units and... Oh, there's tier 2 as well. And humans, they're brutal. Double Frost. Maybe we see some birds.
Yeah, Ziggeeh is going aggressive for the top base.
Yeah.
With the dancers. They have high range.
And the S counter.
Yeah, and they
still
are super
dazed.
strong versus humans.
Yeah, now they are undazed, now they... Yeah. Aw.
Yeah,
It's like-
Master Archers are getting shredded.
Ooh, yeah, but that is a bit of a problem with the War Eagle.
Storm Singer ready.
M counter.
Yeah, and
Ziggeeh
now
is probably
this
going for the Gravity Surge with the Storm Singer.
Hear our
This is
song,
the problem when
hear our
playing into
praise.
Frost. It's very, very grindy and hard to get through that. For Ziggeeh now, being -1 power well.
You probably should have built another one. Maybe gets the bird down. Nope. Probably not. One more.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
it's going down.
And the ice shield was closely missing.
Okay, but now what is Ziggeeh trying to do here? He keeps the aggression going.
Storm Singer ready.
Okay, maybe going for
Which-
a split.
I'm not convinced that it will succeed here.
Yeah, I don't think so as well. Looks like he is getting another spot in the top. For Powell. Oh, he's going +2 by now.
Yes.
Oh.
Not a dumb move. Because the map is so large and Frost units are slow.
Yeah.
He
Bottom
can
right.
go into aggression.
Powell for Ziggeeh, but still one behind. I think with a split attack he could manage to do something. But okay, he's taking another power wall in the middle part. Over here. That's actually a pretty nice spot, so he can also go tier 3
Yes.
at some
exactly.
point, I guess.
Which Guzman doesn't have.
Yeah.
This tier 3 orb spot.
But still behind. No. Now it's equal. No. Guzman took another
Yeah.
power world. Sorry. So it's again...
Ziggeeh is -1 right now.
Yeah, Ziggeeh is currently -1 and he had the -1 for quite some time in the beginning.
So the longer this goes on, the more Ziggeeh loses in power.
Bit of a dodge, at least one unit. Dancing around the units. Yeah, problem they are also M counters, the Storm Singer.
Life weaving, not enough. But it's a smart decision because life weaving damages through the shields.
I didn't know that. Ziggeeh is going
You
tier
did
3. Okay, now he wants to punish, hopefully, with nature playing triple color. Huh. Tier 3 in the middle. So,
Triple color is very interesting, yes.
triple frost for Guzman.
Now, depending what tier 3 they are playing, the power well disadvantage may not be that relevant to Ziggeeh. If he
Yeah.
has a large XL and Guzman can deal with it, then yeah.
Both didn't play too many cards, so... Okay, of course we see Silverland. I think every deck with Frost in it has Silverland.
Yeah. They are the most basic but super strong.
Okay, we see pretty interesting Rage Flame attack and Tremors on the top right position.
Yeah, Tremor is so strong against buildings.
And another Rage Flame. He will freeze the units in a second here. Sadly not enough for the orb. Okay. Is Ziggeeh playing Cobalt Trick? Probably not on tier 3.
We're not seeing any repairs. That's gonna be...
Oh, there's a Cobalt Trick. Nice
yes,
timing.
Yeah.
The attack in the middle. He needs a heal or something like this. Oh, nice freeze. Ooh, maybe you can pull it off in the middle, but the Tremor is killing... Yeah.
Now this is really devastating for playing triple color.
Yeah.
If you lose your tier 1 or tier 2 color, you're suddenly down to tier 1, even if you have two orbs. So that was very smart of Guzman here, to focus the orb.
Okay, but the northern part is defended here, so it's just now rebuilding and somehow defending the tier 3 position in the middle part. That's a lot of stuff coming in. Triple, Storm Singer and Tremor. Oh, okay, Aura could work.
If Ziggeeh doesn't rebuild the orb yet, he's using the energy to defend.
Beware of the shadow.
Not enough.
Yeah, not gonna be enough.
Down to tier 1 at this point. And no rebuild.
Still one Rage Flame alive.
Probably going down against the Silverland, which are L counters, so... Yeah, run away. He is building tier 2 again, halfway through, 15 seconds. And the 3 Storm Singers still alive there.
Yeah, Ziggeeh is calling the GG already.
Yeah. Pretty hard to come back here now. I mean, he had +1 for quite some time, then +2 later, and yeah. Very nice match. And we saw some tier 3 action. As well as the Rage Flame. I think it's not meta.
Yep. It's not in the free PvP deck. And a little bit underrated.
True, it's kind of free CC spells, and I think the Frost one is also doing... Oh, let me check. Before I say anything wrong again.
Yeah, they will receive full damage.
Yeah, it was full damage. After freezing our targets, freezing, 10 additional the unit frozen by the ability will receive full damage. Yes, okay.
And that's super strong.
So we are just waiting for Snappel and Crossos for the match before we are jumping into Urmia next round. Let me check the standing. So far, Snappy won every match and Guzman all besides one. That's pretty good. Same for madvillainy. Pretty neat, pretty neat.
Yes, will Snappel be dethroned here in this ongoing match?
Yeah, we cannot see it,
That's
sadly. We will have to wait for the update here.
And yeah, there's a lot of players fighting for the top spots. Yeah, it's quite the competition.
3 more maps to go. We are after Urmia. We are starting again on Halado and Simai for the last 2 ones. And there is the update. Looks like Snappel did another win. Flawless victories so far.
Damn, yeah. That's surprising, I've never seen him.
So, where shall we go next? Did we saw dantek already on stream? Not
I
sure.
think not.
Yeah. So maybe we go for that one. So let's invite dantek and werena. Can't see. Let's kick them out. I open Urmia spectator.
Urmia is a very small map.
Hmm. Let me just check. We're just not in the PvP lobby. Online. Invite.
And it's actually a map where you have a little higher starting void power than compared to the other maps.
Oh, you do?
Yes. It's like 10% more void power you have.
But why?
You didn't know?
No! I thought
So
all
that-
maps are
that
the
en-
same.
That encourages to play more aggressively on Irmia. So the game is usually a little bit quicker because you have higher void power.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. Okay, Frost start in the north, Nature start in the south.
The North Guards, I love to see that.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be my favorite game of the day. With the North Guards.
First power well in the north for Frost player. Probably werena is also getting a power well soon.
Hey, dantek is like, I don't care what she's doing.
Mm-hmm. He's picking all the power wells.
Yeah.
He's playing the base builder game.
Verena starting to catch up. He's thinking.
Okay, he's
dantek is
going
like,
triple
nope.
power well by this. Werena could
Ah.
do a punishing move, I guess. Oh, he's going tier 2. She's going tier 2. Gives more options for a counter. Double nature.
Okay, now is dantek starting to feel scared now?
Yeah, I think there will be a tier 2 from him. Yeah.
And yeah, he goes too.
It's Frost into Nature. Werena probably also chilling there for tier 3, maybe? That would be a pretty early tier 3.
That would be really crazy if we see Verena going tier 3.
Also another Swift Claw in the north against the North Guard. How much does the wall cost? 50, okay.
Frost mage at your command.
Problem is, the longer the match goes, dantek is getting quite the leap.
Yep.
More North Guards. Ooh.
Shaman, very smart choice.
Yeah.
Master archers.
Because
Oh,
Frost
the
has
counter
generally low DPS.
A bit early heal there. Ah, got out of daze. Nice. You have to heal yourself.
For the light.
Ooh, sad.
Okay, so the battle seems lost for Verena. On this front.
Hmm. Still, the one unit is ready to take tier 3 at some point. But deciding to mount the wall for the moment. What's dantek doing? Maybe tier 3 as well.
He's chilling on his richness of economy.
Mm-hmm.
Right, Northguards are... Why even play tier 2 if you have Northguards?
Oh, because we can see the tower again. Will it trigger him to attack? It will trigger him to go tier 3 maybe. Yeah, tier 3.
Damn, dantek is like, nope, I go tier 3.
Yeah, I don't want to fight the building there. And a power well for nature. Building a tower as well. For frost.
The Northern Keep. Usually seen in RPV,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
But if there would be an attack, there is a very nice ability you can use on the tower so your units are not getting damaged.
Yes, and it's 100% damage reduction.
So, another
If
power?
we see tier 4 here, that will be really crazy.
I just wanted to say there was the Equalizer and power well, but dantek is pulling up another power well. More towers. More power wells. Well, both are binding energy, I guess. In fact, the towers are not upgraded fully.
This match is a synonym for capitalism.
Mm-hmm.
More and more.
Watching RPVE? Yeah, maybe. If we see an enlightened material. So far, we are just seeing a base builder game. dantek is on the move into the middle. Keep in mind, he is tier 3. And Werena is starting an attack in the middle, maybe?
Yeah, the middle orb will be the tier 4 orb.
Okay, there's the Tremor. The Oink a bit too early. Tremor was not hit. So, will we see a tier 4? Oh, hello there, Deep Fang. That's a bit off meta, but I like it.
Yes.
Pretty expensive unit.
Now the big boys are coming out. Some deep
Double
ones.
deep ones. Well, they are L counters, so the Tremor could be killed there. But she needs a bit against XL. Guess with double nature you have the brain, the parasite swarm.
The only thing you have with nature is the parasite swarm, and it's kind of weak against Deep Fang, unfortunately.
Yeah,
Because Deep Fang is also ranged. So this will be difficult to defend.
Yeah, we see another 2 power wells in the middle in the meantime. Capitalism strikes again. More towers for defense. But Deep Fang is probably doing too much damage.
He's trying to snack that power well, but doesn't have enough range. I guess.
But the Clippers and the Archers. Oh, no, only the Clippers.
Now the Cold War has become a
hot war, yeah. So deep ones. L counter. The Deep Fang is an L counter. Ooh, it's still a lot of damage. Even
Yeah,
with oh, wow.
they are going down. Now that's not looking good for Werena.
Oinking to save the power well. But it's just a matter of time. Oh, we see tier 4.
Oh yeah, actually has tier 4. That's cool.
With another frost. That means a full Stonekin deck. Yes. No, triple frost. Triple frost and one nature.
But Werena is not catching up with tier 3.
But should probably.
Amen.
Yes.
If you're tier 3, you can maybe have a chance against tier 4. But on tier 2, I don't see there any window. Clippers are doing the rest on the power well. Oh, it's critters. Sorry.
Who calls the
Don't
shade?
see them too often.
Okay, now what will we see?
More buildings for defense. Critters in the next power well.
Northland Drake. That's a tier 3 card. But very strong.
Maybe he's not playing tier 4, but instead had a tier 3 deck and forgot about the orb limitations.
Yeah. Or maybe he just wanted some security with this 4-4 orb.
Werena ready for work.
Spirit hunters at your command.
Well, we see some big armies now on both sides, but the 2 XL units are probably shredding through the small stuff there. And yeah, to be fair, you see still the wall up and the units on the wall, that's all binding energy, not supporting any attack or defense. That's normally why you build the wall only if you need and not right from the start.
Yes, exactly. You wanna keep all of your energy active. Mostly.
Yeah. And for the towers, well, it depends. I think you can play towers good. But for the moment you see now the 3 towers on the left side are just binding energy. And you could summon 3 more units on the right side for the defense here or summon spells. So yeah. Hard.
And now he's just shredding through.
Towers down, units down as well. Triple tremor. That will hurt on the power well. Wow.
Yeah.
Last second tier 3 attempt. Nope. Ah, there it is. Tier 3. But
There it
sadly
is,
too
a little
late.
too late.
Another deep fang.
Now it's just some cleanup work.
Yeah.
Remove the dust.
In the meantime, I see that Snabbel did another win.
Yeah, he's
He is on
pretty
fire.
dominating.
Yeah. Dantek on the way to the main base. And still there's one Swift Claw on the left side there. Not sure if we will get the win with that unit. He could do a sneaky attack over there, but still that force. Yeah, looks good. Not sure why falling back. Playing up on the towers. Oh, he summons more. She summoned more units at the orb. So maybe she can kick one of the 4 orbs. Problem is,
Oh no, he
your
sees it.
base is looking bad. I notice now.
Ready for work.
And orb is down. Timer is ticking. And now only 2 units left to kill. Problem with flamethrower units, you cannot focus something. The damage will be everywhere, but not on the you. Alright, that is GG. Very interesting match with tier 4 orb, but no tier 4 unit.
Was a cool one. Seeing some towers in action.
Mm-hmm. I'm a bit sad that we didn't saw the Northern Keep have been used. Northland Drake with heals. Oh yeah, that's true. You're not seeing that too often. That's correct. So Ziggeeh's match is also over. He didn't had the power to defeat madvillainy. So far, madvillainy and MrGuzman did hold both the 4 wins and 1 lose, and both of these losses are probably from Snappy. Let me see.
Wait, Snappel has 6-0 right now.
madvillainy lost against Snappel. And let's see. Oh, didn't work. And Gus lost against first round. Oh, also against Snappel. Yeah, so far. Both of the 2nd and 3rd place just lost against Snappel.
Yes, you're right.
Okay, we have 1 match. We have to wait for that to finish. I will do a short break so everyone can get something to drink. And we'll be back in like 2 or 3 minutes.
Maybe grab a beer.
Grab a beer, stretch your body, give you a good stretch, and do a toilet break. See you soon. Alright, I'm back, and I see we have new matches. Let me open, and so I'm pretty sure we will see Snappel at least on Semi then. So this next one would be the second and third place. I want to see madvillainy and Mr. Guts. So madvillainy, invite. And Gutsman, invite. No, already in the group. Hello. Okay, only one more to go.
Okay, I'm also back.
Awesome. We are going to Haladur, and we are Haladur for the match of place number 3 and place number 4. It will take like a 2 to 3 minute break. Keep in mind they are all fighting match after match after match. If you're not finishing a match like after 2 minutes, you have no downtime. I think it was you, Triggz, in the last event who had like the longest games back to back to back.
It was so exhausting.
Yeah.
PvP can be really exhausting in long matches.
Yeah, the PvP matches I played and normally flow out like after maybe 3 or 4 opponents. So I had quite some downtime in the low bracket most of the time.
Sometimes it happens that you have timeouts. Yeah, then these are really intense games.
Then often if you're playing the normal tournaments where the loser can choose their favorite map in the second round, he has a special deck and a cool strategy on this map. And yeah, it can be a pretty problem. It's like Uru and he is playing a defensive round.
Yeah.
Ziggeeh is writing exciting match. You mean your current match, your last match, or the match we are having here on stream? Because the answer to all of the questions is yes. So far, every match we had here on stream was kind of exciting. We saw new strategy and there was so much stuff going on. Oh, dantek, by the way, to invite people into the group, you can just right-click on them, on their name, and then select invite to group or request deck and so on. There are a lot of cool features when you right-click a person. For example, we can request the deck of Triggz. If I find it, invite request deck. And we're seeing pretty classic. Okay, no, it's not classic. I think Tunnel is classic. I take it back.
That's a classic nowadays.
It's classic, is it? Okay.
Nah, Tunnel is. I was actually the only one playing Tunnel. Yeah. That's why I have the Tunnel icon in stream.
Makes sense. So, I guess instead of the Tunnel and the Burler's Ritual, there would be a tier 3 in normal.
And instead of the Mauler.
Okay.
Yes.
Alright, everyone is ready.
Alright, everyone's ready. Good luck.
Good. Haladur is probably my favorite map. I cannot answer you why. Probably because you can fly with a Skyfire Drake over a lot of spots and be annoying. Master Archers in the north, Frost Start, and Dryad in the south.
Dryad is an interesting start. It's not swift.
Well, we saw Dryad spam before in other matches.
Yeah, Dryad is generally a good unit.
Not taking the first power well, probably going for the second one. Or maybe ignoring power wells.
Shaman.
Okay, that is
Potion,
interesting.
Trinkets, charm.
Okay, he's going full unit. Now Gutsman has to figure something out.
Yeah, it seems like he wants to punish the well.
Who calls
Ice barrier. Even with home soil, that's not enough. And that is not having a shield.
Yep. That you don't want to
and
do with
even
Ice
rooted.
Guardians.
Shaman.
A huge root.
Trinkets, charm.
Yeah, maybe one is getting out of daze and can use his shield. No. Second one. Ooh, it's already looking like a phenomenal start for nature.
Yep. Now can Gustman defend this ball of death?
It's so hard to get back into the game when nature has a lot of units on the field, since one heal brings so much value back. And power well
and
in
he
your
takes
face.
well.
I think you could have pushed here.
Yeah. With that amount of advantage you can, but I guess Matt wants to play the safe way.
Yeah, good, makes sense. If he now lose all his units to a good placed cliff, would be sad.
Yeah.
And +1.
Though this gives Gusman the opportunity to come back now.
Tier 2. Are we seeing double frost? Yeah, we're seeing double frost. That's normally why I take not the first power and the second power well, so I get not closed off to the map, like Gus is here.
Why the
Yep.
hostility?
These units are gonna be shredded by a War Eagle.
And there he
Yeah,
is.
there he is.
Nice M counter, maybe even a sonic screen. Not even needed. A glyph to be sure he kills off the units. And there's tier 2 as well. Into Frost, Stonekin.
Storm Singer.
Now Gusman has the tempo lead here. Has to do something with that.
I think Matt is sitting on energy here. He's not supporting his tier 1 army there at all with heals or... Oh, okay.
Okay,
Aggressor.
yeah.
Expensive. You have to be careful to not lose it. But with a knockback, he can be very annoying.
He disables the War Eagle completely.
Instant freeze. Problem, it is still nature in the deck, so even if you get him low, there's most likely a heal.
Fear our song, fear our blades.
And the Shaman is getting value by healing.
But the power well is getting low here. Oh, there's the Cobalt Trick. The ability use of the Mountain Rowdy. I've seen this before where someone telling me like, hey, that's a cool strategy. I'm not sold yet.
You mean as offensive?
Yeah, offensive.
It can work. The problem is Matt has a nature orb. And AoE damage usually gets healed.
Okay, this attack is defended. No power wall has been kicked, so still +1 for madvillainy.
Okay, now we see a burrower sneaking around. Probably
burrows.
preparing the split attack.
Hmm.
Now Guzman has to deeply think what he's gonna do.
Quite splitting even more. One is going to the main base. But was detected. Now it's War Eagle, poison and knockback. Hurricane against the small units. And now we probably see a heal here. Low HP units. Freeze. Problem is, the War Eagle will go down right.
Yeah.
Sad.
And on the top the burrows are coming in now.
Yeah. Burrows coming in, and there was the heal for the aggressor. Pressure is still up.
Okay, the Storm Singers are taking care of the burrows on the top.
Yeah, without any support, they had no chance. I think with one oink, they might have the power to kick one of the powers.
He defended for now, but Mad just goes +2 now.
Yeah, true. Has to do a push into his base, which is pretty hard against Frost. Or sneak by. Maybe with 1 or 2 Storm Stingers, yeah. Okay, he's focusing now on the aggressor again, which gets his healing from the shaman. Frostbite. Most likely a heal is ready. I mean, I don't see anything spawned yet. Okay, 1 unit. I think madvillainy is quite on energy here.
That's a pretty good freeze. Might be able to do it maybe.
Another oink. Good time with oink, since home soil is probably running out by the end. There goes home soil. Yeah, War Eagle down as well. Another freeze and heal. Ooh, War Eagle is still up. Well, there are more poison archers, which will kill the bird.
Storm Singer ready.
Yeah, this attack is getting fade out here.
Now there's gonna be a huge army.
Madvillainy is like on 6, 8 units here.
Trying to give the final strike with this army.
On the march.
Again, it's a very good decision to also split up with some burrows against Pure Frost. So he has to defend 2 sides.
Nice freeze. Wow. So many units. But still you need to deal damage.
Yeah, now you would need a little more damage.
Ah, nice hurricane.
Hear our song, fear our blades.
Sadly no Sonic Scream from the bird. Power
Now
half
this is what
HP.
Dawnkin is excelling in. having a huge army and just slowly grinding the enemy down.
Yeah. GG is called. This one is going to madvillainy.
Fight Rangers.
Still fighting for his life. Burr attack again in the north at the main base. But Guts units are getting weaker. Yeah. And that's it. And with that, we are in the last stage of the event. And I would say we are watching the match of the one currently in first place, which is probably a Snap. Yeah, 7 wins for Snap.
Yes,
Let's see
Snabbel.
who will be his opponent. Refresh.
And it's gonna be itap. We haven't seen him today.
Yeah, that's true.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. Let's get itap into the group. And we need Snap. Oh, they are already in a group. Wait. Don't tell me they already started.
No, I don't think
start.
they're that quick.
Invite.
There they are.
Wisp. Let's kick out madvillainy and open a round of Ziggeeh. And try again with Snap.
I think if Snappel loses one and Guzman or Mad wins, it is a tiebreaker. And we'll see. So it's still possible to get first place.
Oh, they're sending. They are waiting for me. Wait. Oh, okay. We have to go into their match.
Okay.
So let me see what you said. Like, if he's losing and they... Yeah, so madvillainy can make it happen. If madvillainy is... I can show it on screen. Let me... So, currently Snappy is on 7. And madvillainy is on 6 and 1 lose. So, yeah. If madvillainy gets the win, Snap is getting the lose. We have a tie. But in the end, Snap was the winner against madvillainy, so...
Right. The tiebreaker will then be Snappel first place.
Yes. Okay, fire start. I like fire start.
Fire. Now this is a match for you.
Yes. Okay, we see if one person is going into the middle, and one is taking the first power in the base, not the one top right. Not waiting for anything, on to the next one. Okay, Snabbel getting archers for defense. Problem, yeah, you need 2 of them.
Sunstriders, gear up.
Ooh,
Okay, we
oh.
see Flux. That's a strong attack by itap.
No eruption. In the meantime, one attack is also starting on the power on the right.
We see a Flux spam.
Yeah, you need 4 of them
Yep.
to kick things off. And the Daze one is getting attacked by the Scavenger.
Oh,
Another
are they going
Scavenger.
out of Dazed?
Ooh, yes, we need another one, but double Scavenger.
Oh, itap used his energy in his base.
Ah, okay.
That's why.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
now fading out. Triple Scavenger in the middle. 4th one is getting in. Oh, and the one is...
Okay, that
Okay.
nice eruption though.
Yeah, that was a lot of valid. A lot of edgy saved here, or like equalized. But probably using his own
got
Scavenger.
bitten. It's getting snacked.
Sunstriders.
But so far, no bad trades here. Maybe he can. Ooh, he saves it. Nice. Oh, double bite. Okay, I think he can kill one.
Sunstriders, gear up.
Now he would need a heal.
That's what the nature player says.
Snabbel is going +1. He's confident he can keep that.
I did have a Sunrise with 2 +2.
+2.
Okay,
whoa.
but itap as well. So
Itap
would
is
be
just
greedy.
thinking catch up.
itap is also now taking another power well, so equalizing again.
Pretty even so far.
But starting
in
a
this final
split
match.
attack.
Sunstriders.
Problem is, Sunrise are not enough to fight against Scavengers. We need at least 2 of them.
Gear up.
Okay, I think North is kind of defended. Maybe not.
Yeah, it's going back and forth with the trades.
He's spamming quite some Scavengers here.
Sunstriders move out.
He will be low on charges with the
Yeah,
scavengers.
I just look at my live PvP. 9 Scavengers spammed so far.
Yeah, he must be. I don't know how many charges they have.
Yeah, I think 16, but still. He needs to find a new card in a second there.
Yep. Otherwise, it's gonna
Wow,
get a
nice.
problem for Snappel.
Maybe he is
And
not
another
playing
power.
other. Oh no, we saw Sunrise before.
Yeah.
Okay, one is taking a
Tier
power
2.
well, one is taking tier 2 into double fire.
Now, from my experience, this definitely favors itap right now.
Both are playing double fire.
But Snappel just goes tier 2 as well.
So will itap now push or take a power well? He needs to kick one or take one. Maybe he's playing Scourged Earth. Not look like it. What is iPad
Oh, he's-
doing?
He's losing the Sunstriders, okay.
Railing banner in the north. Not sure if needed, but okay.
My name is Gladiatrix.
Skyfire Drake and Gladiatrix already out. This is looking like a dead.
Fire dancer, it's your
Break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also responding.
It's so difficult to play against another fire player with your Skyfire Drake. Always to keep an eye on this. And there's Sky Fiends on the power well. That is going down.
Yeah.
Meantime,
Now this is
Snapper is
looking
taking
grim.
another power well in the north. Oh, he's not finishing off the power well.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
okay.
Though if itap now gets the attack going,
Also responding.
Maybe with the Ravage he can save his Fire Dancer. Nope.
Gear up.
Pretty close. Another Fire Dancer. No.
oh, he's walking back.
Ah.
No.
I think if you
that-
had
yeah.
one shot and eruption, that would be have done. Snapple also on the power in the north. While itap still has a scavenger standing around at his lost power well. Next attack with Fire Dancer. If the charge... Okay. Charge went off from the Enforcer, so 2 shots of the Fire Dancer is probably enough.
fire
And... No, you cancelled too
no,
early!
He cancelled.
No!
That hurts.
That was important. Meantime, next Fire Dancer in the north. Yeah, but he can retry since he's not repairing that power well so far.
Itap is having a lonely enforcer in his base.
Yeah, I saw that before and was thinking like,
Those who are about to
use
die,
him,
we
use him
salute
somehow, or kill him. Yeah, losing power in the north again.
Responding.
Now behind in power wells, 4 power wells. Yeah, I'm not sure if you can recover from that. Dazed
Yeah.
Gladiatrix,
Gladiatrix.
instant erupt, okay. Fire Dance in the base, yeah, that is looking pretty spicy.
This looks like game over for the final match.
Yeah. I think itap was not playing too bad there.
He
think-
was playing pretty well.
Yeah, I think 1 or 2 power wells was a bit bad timing, and they could have got him back into the match.
Yeah, it's just some slight decisions that can change the whole outcome.
Yeah, there goes the middle power, tier 2. And GG is called. Nice!
GG.
And it was kind of the semi-last match of today's stream. Let me just bring up the bracket. We still have the fights going on for the other people, but we cannot join them. That's a bit of a problem.
Yep.
We can do a short break and then we could do the mini final if you are up for the challenge Triggz to fight against
Yes,
our
of course.
winner of the event.
If he wants to, then let's do it. Yes.
So yeah, we'll just chat with Snabbel here. Give me a second. He's just writing in the chat that he is running out of charges of Scavenger. Bring up the bracket for a second here. We're just waiting for the last match from madvillainy, and then everyone has finished their matches. And to be honest, a flawless Swiss game. Like, Snabbel won every single match. Absolutely not a rookie anymore.
He was playing really well, yes. Definitely. Though I think he would be, he's like on the upper border of being called a rookie.
So, I guess we will do a short break so Snappel can cope for a second before we go to the last match. I will just ask him which map he wants to play.
If he wants to, he can also choose my color.
I will take you on this offer. Oh, okay, you played back in the days. A veteran player from back in the days. I played PvP back in the days as well, and I was very, very bad. Since I did not have the cards to play PvP. And I was too stingy to buy them with the old Battleforge point system. So yeah, okay, I will just switch over to the break screen and we'll get something to drink, and then we have the last match after madvillainy finished this match against Ecthalmir. I'm so bad with that name. Ecthalmir? You know what I mean.
Ecthalmir.
Alright, we'll be back in like 3 minutes. Alright. So, let me see. They are still fighting, right? Yeah, they're still fighting. Snabbel is checking out the maps and telling us on which map he wants to fight against you. Yeah?
Snabbel told me he wants to play on Ilion.
Ilion, okay. Let me remove... I have to make a new group. Give me a second. Oh, he already opened the map, so we're joining his one. I will keep an eye on the last match for madvillainy, since I think... Yeah, okay. Depending on if he's losing, he would have a tie against Guts. So... we keep an eye on this one as well. In the meantime, we are starting the unofficial rookie fire test. Fight against Triggz. Playing with Shadow Tier 1. That was his wish.
No, I think he said not go Shadow Tier 1.
Oh, sorry, I haven't seen it correctly. Yeah, not going Shadow Tier 1. Correct.
Okay. He gives me the opportunity to choose.
Correct. You can play whatever you want besides Shadow Tier 1.
Alright, then. I'll just play nature, I guess. You definitely have a chance to win, Snappel. And regardless, you're gonna win a prize anyway.
Correct. So if you finish off Triggz here, you get all cards from a free PvP deck. If you're losing, it's just only the tier 1 cards, but keep in mind, only big quotes. Everyone is ready, and Triggz and Snabbel can start the match as soon as he's ready. On the tier list from maps you like to maps you dislike, what is the most dislike map in PvP?
Mine?
Yes.
Probably Ziggeeh. Like the one we had before.
Mm-hmm.
With the middle cluster of 4 power wells. I don't like that map. And I don't like Haladur as well. So my bottom 2 maps.
Okay. So Snabbel is starting with the fire and Triggz with nature, both with the swift units. Triggz, we are playing the last match, which is my co-host Triggz playing against the winner of the event, which is Snabbel, for a prize which is all cards from a free PvP deck.
Yeah, you gotta distract me a little bit, Ultra.
Yeah, so double Dryad here. Bit problematic. Cannot erupt now so easily. Saving. Oh yeah, that's the problem against nature with your small units. You have to be careful here. And madvillainy did the lose there. Let me just check on the ranking there in the meantime while you are fighting. Ah, yeah. That's what I meant with the eruption. Well, sniping one unit is not bad, but not a good trait.
Yeah, that's a little advantage for me.
And
Don't
yeah,
wanna play too many squads.
taking Powell against tier 2. Lechtek, no, there is no more matches. That was the last match, and the event is thereby over with the ranking you can see in Jolange. I will bring it up as well after this match here. But first, let's figure out if tier 2 Pure Fire has a chance against tier 1 Nature. Yes, Guts, it's over. And you placed third. Congratulations. Second place is madvillainy, and first place is Snabbel. Okay, we have the bird. Ravage. Ooh, okay, poison. Poison is enough. Wow.
That's the card everyone hates. The Envenom.
Yeah, that worked quite good. I see like Parasite sometimes. But tier 2. And that worked pretty good.
It's a very good counter against Ravage.
Yeah, and it's tier 1.
Spearmen, hoo-la-la.
Triggz still on the tier 1, while
Enforcer responding.
the tier 2 units are fighting here. Getting the snack. Ooh, not getting the snack and the counter heal. Yeah, the wildfire was a bit of waste of energy there. Big question. Yeah, the power is probably going down there. Running away from the enforcer. Ah, look at this.
Enforcer responding.
Living by 1 HP. You did not deserve this, Triggz. That is like nature's favorite moment when you have a 1 HP
Right.
Dryad and a 100 HP Swiftclaw, and then you slam down the heal and say, ha ha.
Yeah, it feels so good.
Gladiatrix.
I didn't set it on stream, but Triggz figured it out that there was an enforcer on his power well with half down. Sadly, he noticed it. Now, big
You really
blob
want to
of
see me
green
lose, huh?
units on the orb. Yeah, even a lava field wouldn't help too much, since nature would heal it up again.
Enforcer.
Guts is telling in chat that you might be OP. What is your answer to this?
I'm definitely not. There's better players than me.
What was your placement in the last event? Was you a second place?
I got second place, yeah. Armatoris beat me.
Yeah, Amateurs is first place, so there are even more OP people.
Sunstriders.
Yeah, I think Snappy did quite good. The first fight was not bad.
Sunstriders, gear up.
Yeah.
Problem
it's-
was a bit too many small units against nature with the hurricane.
He didn't really do any big mistakes.
Well, he killed one power well, but losing the orb is kind of a problem. And now only with one squad left, it's GG. But still, very nice fight.
GG. He's definitely a good player.
And from now on, definitely not a rookie anymore.
Yes, you are now
You're now a
officially
big boy.
migrated.
Yeah. And I will add your name to the Wall of Fame. Currently, we have only there Amateurs, but your name, Snappy, will be on there as well. As well as the winner of the Battle of Tactics soon, TM. With that, we can open up the rankings. Before we end the stream, let me refresh the page. And the
Let's see
standing...
brackets.
Yes, we can also send the brackets in the chat. So if you want to check it yourself, that is now the result. First place is Snappy, then madvillainy, and then Guts. So very nice fights here. We had kind of a lot of dropouts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's a bit sad, but happens. Is not a downer for us. We had some awesome matches here. It was a lot of fun. Thank you, Triggz, for joining and co-commentating on this event.
Thank you too for having me. It was a lot of fun. And well played, everyone, definitely. Was some cool matches.
And if you are up for even more events, we are still having the Battle of Tactics. You can join today and tomorrow. And soon we will have another PvP tournament, which is the Legacy event. I will post this tomorrow probably in the forum and at Discord. And the next PvE event is around the corner as well. With that said, I wish you a wonderful weekend. Play some Battleforge. See you in the Forge, fellow Skylords.